Hello friends. In a cold corner of the street, among the hurrying and indifferent crowd, a disgusting, dirty creature lay curled up, almost lifeless. People passed by, wincing at its stench and dilapidated appearance. A thin body, flaky skin, scabs, every weak breath, as if counting down to the last minute. But behind this hideous exterior lies the story of a poor dog. He once belonged to a close-knit family of a young couple who took great care of him. But then they broke up, the house fell apart, and although everyone chose their own path, no one remembered this little creature. The dog was left alone, homeless, without anyone to take care of her, and her wandering life began. At first, passers-by often gave him food, as the animal still looked clean and cute. But time is inexorable, life on the street is gradually exhausting the poor dog. His fur had fallen out, his body was emaciated, and his body odor had become unpleasant due to infection and unhealed wounds. The once beautiful appearance has turned into a terrifying monster that everyone shuns and drives away. Day after day, the dog trudged along with an empty stomach, tired eyes, and a body ready to fall. It was cold, and the only place to hide were the damp, smelly street corners. Infection, cold, and severe dermatitis made it impossible for him to stand, and it seemed as if all his life was slowly leaving his body. And so, just before Christmas Eve, a wonderful encounter occurred that changed the fate of the animal forever. A woman stopped in the midst of the indifferent crowd, not frowning, not afraid, but on the contrary, with eyes full of sympathy. Without hesitation, she took off her coat, hugged the dog, despite the stench and peeling of the skin, and hurried with her to the nearest veterinary clinic. The doctors shook their heads, if he doesn't survive the night, he won't survive. It was a race to the death, the girl did not sleep, sitting next to the poor dog, not leaving his side. She whispered quiet words of comfort, hoping that the dog would hear and try to move on. Miraculously, the animal was still breathing the next morning. But the following days were difficult, he didn't eat, didn't react, just lay still. The woman still did not give up, she stubbornly took care of every little thing, from a drop of water to sleep. 3 weeks later, the dog stood up for the first time, trembling with every step, but her eyes began to glow with life. 2 months later, he almost completely recovered, his fur grew back smoothly, and his eyes became lively and cheerful. No longer a hideous monster, but a healthy, happy dog in the arms of its new owner. Not only life was saved from the abyss of despair, but also faith in humanity, in the love that still exists in this cold world.